One thing you're going to hear a lot in my story, and it's going to be consistent throughout the videos, is hardship. But most particularly during my senior year of high school. Not just personal hardship. My family went through a hardship, including losing a home. And as people were thrown out of place, I was displaced and lost and couch surfing. And I was lucky enough to make a connection with a high school classmate to move in with him and his parents, or his mom and his stepdad, at this house in Oregon City. And when I got inside the home, they had actually modeled the interior after Timberline Lodge. So it was like when you're looking at the oak, and I swear they even had the deer head. I mean, everything was right there, right? It was a great find. I'm excited to be there. But right before I move in, my friend gives me a strange warning. Now, a warning? Okay, so apparently 6 months before I moved in, the stepfather claimed that he had a vision from God. That's right. God spoke. God talked to him. And he said, you will quit your job at the Goodwill Donation Center. And after you quit your job at the Goodwill Donation Center, you will go out in the canyon beyond and you will dig. And what you find there will be more wealth and resources than this earthly land can constrain you to, or something. I'm summarizing Jesus here, as told by my friend, as told from his stepfather, and it's 23 years. So what do you expect? That's the best representation I can give you of what I was told as a pre-forewarning. Is that fair? Great. So about a month or so goes by after I move in, and I have a friend come over to visit. Now, for the purposes of this story, we will need to give an alias. So let us call the stepfather in this story Norman. So as I have this friend come over, and we literally just step outside into the backyard, Norman just comes out of nowhere like, are you taking your friend to go see the canyon? I was like, I don't know, Norman. I suppose that could be arranged. And he just got very like Johnny from the Dead Zone, like, if you're going out to look at the canyon, you need to make your friend swear that he will not tell or reveal to anyone what you both find out there. I was like, whoa, okay. So I talked to my friend. Yeah, no, but we're way good here, man. Don't worry. So my friend and I do follow through on that, and we proceed through this canyon. And when we finally find the hole, aka the dig site, it's clear that someone had spent 6 months of their spare or only time, or however you want to parsible that together on your own spare time. So we take flashlights and we're trying to look into this chasm. We can hear some running water, but none of the obvious resources that would have a cash value, such as gold, oil, Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth. None present, man. So we're just both looking at this dig site, this project with this, like, we don't understand. It's weird, right? So we all go our separate ways. 2 months go by, and I just needed to get something from the kitchen, and I lived in this weird basement room. So I basically make my way through the basement, and this Norman comes out of nowhere and is right in my face with the full Dead Zone, like, eh! I was like, yes, Norman, can I help you there, sir? He was right in my face. He said, the guillotines! Brandon, the guillotines are already here! I'm like, whoa, dude, no, Norm. What do you mean, guillotines are already here? He's like, the guillotines, Brandon! Didn't you read the Bible? And I was like, okay, that is a long-term project, and I'm working on it, but that's a side issue. The real issue here is, what are you talking about with the guillotine? So Norman basically proceeded to tell me that he and a select crew unloaded guillotines off a ship to a port in Florida, which were then mass distributed, parceled out. I was like, Norman, you have to tell us. You have to tell me. I'll keep it under wraps, but where? And that's when he said that they were in, he said the post office. That's right. He said that the guillotines were in every post office. It's like, whoa, wait a second. You're telling me that whatever end of days scenario happens, there's like these strange shadow police out there, and if we either don't take the mark, they're going to do this, and it's full Marie Antoinette? That's basically what he meant. Now, this is strange that I can remember this much of the conversation with Norman, but I can't remember how it ended. Like, have a good morning, sir. Top of the day to you too as well, sir. Yes, of course. Don't get killed out there. Like, I mean, it was a once in a lifetime, like, what the hell type conversation. So anyway, it's neither here nor there. A few years ago, I finally decided to share this story with someone to perhaps get some perspective, because it's been in my mind for 23 years. So I'm sure that the person hearing this story is going to laugh it off, find this the most hysterical tale ever. And what it ultimately breaks down to, he just said, well, we need to talk about that, Brandon. And I just took a moment to react like, what? What? The guillotines? What do you mean? There can't be a there. Take a seat. This individual countered everything I had shared in that story by saying, there are contingency plans within our government agencies that includes law enforcement, military, and it's all coordinated in a certain way under certain mass casualty scenarios here in this country. I mean, it's standard operating procedure for them, but it's alarming to the people that really know and figure this stuff out to this level, you guys, okay? So this individual shared with me that even here locally, the agencies from sheriff's office to parole and probation, courts, justice, all of this have these, like, who are your designated survivors? What's your chain of command within those organizations? And how are you going to play it? Were there to be these different mass casualty things? And I said, okay, so that's really going to keep me up at night. But what about the guillotines? My friend said, no, there's absolutely no way there never was, Brennan. It was like, oh my God, like, what?